All right, so um, you know
Like,
what?
yeah,
Let's switch it up.
yo, watch this
Should
video. Y'all
black women,
insensitive pricks.
huh?
They're gonna watch this video and be like, y'all insensitive pricks.
Facts. Uh, should should black women truly expect a stranger to stand up for them?
I don't
Today,
expect nobody to do anything. I don't
who
think
want to go
nobody should
first?
expect.
I'm gonna go first. Fuck it. Um, should they expect
Get that.
it? No, but should we start? Should we start doing it? In my opinion, yes.
It
And
depends on the whole scenario. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I was gonna say
It
that.
de-
I think we should still. I don't think we should like even speaking on the last topic with the domestic and physical abuse. In those situations, that's not what I was really alluding to when I wrote this topic down. I was more along the lines of like just like public transportation and just every day where these white dudes and these Spanish dudes, they really get with the disrespecting of our women, and they only do it because they feel like we not gonna say nothing.
That's a fact.
And, and the reason why, like, I mean, it's wishful thinking on my part, but I practice it because I'm hoping one day, if my mom or my aunt or my sister or my wife or my future daughter is in a situation that I've done enough good deeds that somebody hopefully step up for my female family and friends. So I practice it because I just feel like we talk about as black people at uniting and getting our shit together. It got to start on the small level. It really gotta, and I'm not even talking about like just putting your life on the line, but just know, like, just letting it be known because you got to understand, especially like public transportation from a New York standpoint and just open forums. Other people are watching, and I'm trying to push the brothers that's watching to step up the next time, and I'm trying to push the other races next time not to even think about doing what they're doing. Typhon, you want to chime in?
Um, Listen, man. I'm gonna start off by saying I go out for mine. Like
Facts.
for black women, I go out for mine. But that shit ain't for everybody, right? That shit ain't for everybody. And I'm a knucklehead, so sometimes I don't think about the shit that I do, and then I think about it later, and I be like, "I was fucking wild right there." You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, everybody not me. That shit ain't for everybody. So for you to expect another man to really step up for you, that shit is a little bit selfish to me at the end of the day because everybody's not built like that. You don't know what that man's situation is. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what his house situation looks like. He could have a full family. So he's stepping up for you. You know what I'm saying? And he gets murdered or some shit like that. Now there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna take care of his family? Like again, it's not for everybody. And then again, thinking about just people as a whole, you don't even know who the fuck you stepping up for. You feel what I'm saying? Like this whole narrative that like all women are queens and they all should be nurtured and taken care of and loved. Like there ain't no cynical, ain't shit women in this world who do fucked up shit to people on a daily fucking basis. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's the
Listen,
same
they
thing with
all are
men.
queens. You right.
You
They
know,
all are queens, but that doesn't mean they our queen. You gotta understand that you get what I'm saying? They not
I,
our queen. They queens to somebody else, not us. We ain't gotta
Yeah,
defend
but
them.
it's not about but sleeps. It's not about the ownership or
it's not,
it
not
belongs.
it's
It's
not.
just like you got family members and like you really got to think. And I'm not saying like the four of us that's on this podcast right now, we all can pretty much handle ourselves. But I'm not always talking about the physical. Sometimes just saying something like, yo, leave her alone. Like she didn't do nothing. And maybe somebody else might chime in. You don't necessarily always gotta get to the physical realm. You could just like say
If
something.
it's in your heart and you can
Yo,
handle yourself at the end of the day,
Keep it a
then
buck though.
I encourage you to do it.
Let's keep it a
You feel what
buck.
I'm saying?
If you open your mouth and say something, if you look in the way you look, looking the way Pat look, looking the way Jermaine look, I look, it's gonna get physical.
Not necessarily, because these
Not
dudes,
necessarily.
some dudes gonna be wanting no smoke.
You know why,
because-
Sleep? I'm gonna say that because most of the dudes that pick on women, even with our last topic, they be pussy.
Yeah,
No,
They don't
they don't know, they won't do that to a man. They'll do that to a woman because they know they got like the power advantage and the physical advantage over a woman. So
yeah,
them
they
dudes,
don't be
Nah.
wanting no problems, bro. Like
I'm
a
gonna
lot
say
of
like
these dudes.
80-90% of them don't be about it with no man. And like I said, I'm talking about
Not
like
saying, yeah, I'm not saying they're about it, but I'm just saying in general, like regardless of anything, you still got to show some type of physicality towards them. So it's eventually they're going to either. I mean, you can't
I
be
mean,
polite. Hey,
I get what
leave her
Pat,
alone, buddy.
I get what Pat's saying because none of us is just gonna be like, yo, leave her alone. Niggas is gonna be like, yo, bro, like you wilding, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna say something out the side of our face, you know,
Right.
and then you're gonna have to kind of approach the situation because you're not gonna say that from down the court. Like, yo, leave her the fuck alone. Like, nah, my nigga, I'm approaching you now, and I'm gonna get close to you, and I'm gonna let you know, like, dog, if you continue, it's gonna be a problem. So my whole thing is, if you know you can handle yourself, I advise you to say something. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't handle yourself and you not that guy, and that's okay. Like everybody is not built that way. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that's understandable.
everybody's not a fighter.
Like I
Everybody's not.
said, if whatever the situation is, I really have to pay attention to what the situation is. If if they have prior situation before getting on the platform, sometimes I'll just sit the shit out. But usually, if I like me, I know I'll step in. If it's an older lady, I'll be like, all right, yo, leave the older lady. But I did hear the old lady tell a nigga, suck my dick. And I'm like, oh shit, man. Like,
See, that's what I'm
just
saying.
saying.
Like,
Stop acting like I'm the only nigga that heard the old lady say that. Stop acting like I'm the only nigga that heard the old lady, yo, suck my dick.
bro,
Like, yo, you like, what?
yo,
Like,
some
yeah,
of these
all right.
people, I'm telling you, man.
yeah, but think of
Aggressive. They bumping like a lot of these older ladies,
You be like,
especially
what?
especially like on Church Avenue and in Brooklyn. Like, yo, they will mold you over, especially to get a seat and get on the butt. Yo, bro, they knocking people
Yeah,
over. And I might turn around and I might say something to her like, yo, say excuse me.
Nah, and then she'll curse you out.
Whole situation. You feel what I'm saying?
no, that's we step into something totally different.
But no.
I tell an old,
But if
I
talk
tell
to
an old
her
lady.
now, but listen, now it might turn into a whole conversation, and now somebody might turn around and look at me and be like, "Yo, bro, you being disrespectful." Now I got a situation with this nigga.
No,
You feel
but
what I'm
like
saying? But you
I've
see
been
the
in
lady
I've
just
been in
try
that
to mold
exact
you over.
situation. I've been in that exact situation, and my tone, I still let her know what I had to tell her, but my tone wasn't an aggressive tone. Like she knocked me
right.
over, and I looked at her and
Right.
I was like, you know what? Y'all always looking for respect from the younger generation, and then y'all over here with no manners. I said, you too old not to be having no manners. I said, I didn't even want to see. You didn't have to bump me. You didn't say excuse me.
Excuse me, nothing.
I said, then you looking at
So-
all these kids and wondering why they ain't got no manners. They learn from you. And she was like, oh, and then she kind of felt bad. It was the truth. I didn't give her that I want energy. And she was talking, and I just put my headphones back on. And then she realized that I was listening to my headphones, and she kind of looked at me, waiting for a reaction. I was like,
So let me ask
Nah,
you a
you right.
question.
You right,
Let me
though.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
ask me.
What happened? What happened? How you gonna react when the old lady invites you to the Frank?
What I'm gonna do?
That-
Nothing. It's nothing I could do, bro. What you? It's a
Yo,
little
bro.
situation.
Son,
I'm just saying, like,
man.
that's all you hit. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, sometimes that's why I say sometimes with some of these women, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not being funny. I'm not being because it's easy to fight out there. It's easy to fight. It's easy to slap the shit out of a nigga. It's easy, but everybody always wants to fight for the women. But and I'm not talking about my sisters. I'm talking about just in general. Niggas want us to fight for the women, but we don't know what we walking into. We just
That's
kind of
my
like
whole thing.
That's not, and I'm like me. I'm to a point. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that.
Listen, I would say assess the situation. Just don't be no Robin Hood or nothing. Like assess
Yeah.
the situation, but
Nigga said that. Robin.
Tap him on the shoulder.
That's
Hey,
wrong
buddy.
situation, bro. Like,
How?
you really got, and they be thinking that it's just easy for a nigga to just step up and be like, yo, to step up and defend them. They not even, and then that's the selfish mentality. That's the problem I be having, because a lot of them feel like they entitled to that. And you're not entitled to a next person putting his life on the line for you. Now, if he does that, that's a blessing. That's God sent. That's something that you should be grateful that a person extended themselves that way. But for you to feel like because you're a black woman that a motherfucker is entitled to put their life on the line for you when he has a family, when he has stuff that he has to think about, that's that selfish mentality to think that somebody should do that for you. Now, like, and I'm going out for mine. And I will encourage all the brothers that can handle themselves to do that. But everybody not a knucklehead like me. You know what I'm saying? Or everybody's not willing or have that heart to really do that. So to think that you entitled to that, that's my problem. You're not entitled for nobody to do nothing for you in this world.
all I
At
can
the
say,
end of the day.
you're right. All I can say is, on more than one occasion, black women, especially the shit that we all do for a living, we do security, whether it's day or night, nightclub shit. On more than one occasion, black women have stepped up that I didn't know when some white girl was on some nigga shit, and the black girl was like, it ain't gonna be none of that. Like it's just
Gangster.
so
Being
like, I
That's
just
gangster.
Yeah, but you got to think about it too, brother. It's different dealing with another woman and dealing with a grown ass man. You feel what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, if you dealing with another woman, that shit gonna be a fist fight. You dealing with a grown ass man, bro. You don't know what that nigga got on him. He could have a gun, knife. The situations, our level of take it there is totally different. You feel what I'm saying? That shit is totally different. That shit is just totally different. So it all depends, bro. Like I say, you can't feel like a person is entitled to do that for you. Like if they do it, that's a
no, you
blessing.
can't. You definitely can't. You can't feel like it. You definitely can't feel like you should be entitled. But I just think, as a whole, as a collective, we need to like do better. Start at the ground floor. Like there was a situation. I think I told it one time on here. I was on the bus when I used to live in Manhattan on the 3rd Avenue bus from 50. I got on like 53rd and I was going to 82nd Street, whatever. And this little Jewish dude, he looked like, I'm gonna say, I'm if I had to say what he looked like George Costanza from Seinfeld. These 3 black girls on the bus, and he was like, they got on the back. You know, when it's 5 o'clock, ain't nobody paying, whatever. He was like, yo, you gotta pay your fare. You gotta get off the bus and pay your fare. And I ain't
mind your fucking business.
No, I didn't say nothing at first, because if that's what if he want to be bus monitor, I'm gonna let him ride. But the very next stop, this white lady got on the bus, and he don't realize I'm standing right behind him, towering over him. And I'm just like, now I turn my headphones off. I'm like, I see a white lady, she get on the bus, and he act like he ain't see her. So, you know, like Brandon said, I got a little knucklehead in me. So I said, excuse me. And then he didn't think I was so. I said, excuse me, sir. And he looked over his shoulder. I said, you forgot to do your job. He was like, what are you talking about? I said, that lady right there just got on the back of the bus and you didn't do your job. And he looked at me stupid. I said, why are you playing stupid? Because the stop before that, you told those 3 black girls to get off and go pay their fare. I said, so we about to stop again. Tell your white compadre to get off the bus and pay your fare. And he was quiet. I said, I'm gonna tell you what, being so quiet, the next stop is your stop. He was like, excuse me? The next stop is your stop.
It's that knucklehead shit.
If you don't get off, I'm throwing you off. because you want to be bus monitor based on race. I ain't with that. I said, so the stop coming up, I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to think it over, make the right decision. And when that stop came, when I say everybody that was in front of the door, because we was in front of the back door, everybody like slid out the way because they didn't want to be a part of whatever they was doing.
Wanted to see.
He got off though.
Yeah, I'm going
God,
off
your
of
new name is
Any-
Moses, bro.
any
It's what?
situation like that.
Moses.
Nah, because you got to understand what I just did. It wasn't just to punk him; it was to stop him, and it was also everybody that's on that bus in the middle of
Paying
Manhattan
attention.
looking. They're like, "Yo, if I ever be on some racist shit, that could happen to me too."
That could happen to me. Word.
I got to chill. So
That's-
it wasn't just for him; it was for the 40 people that was on the bus. So that shit,
And I'm with that.
that shit spreads.
That's 100.
And
I'm
that's
with
what
all of
like,
that.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I'm with
it's
all
not,
of that.
it's not just the person you talking to, it's the people watching. It's the brothers watching that felt like they didn't say nothing. It's the white people watching that felt like, yeah, what he did was right. But oh no, it's consequences to your actions when you disrespect Black women sometimes. It's consequence. So now they're not gonna be so big and bold. And I'm not gonna lie, most Black women, if you ask them, they don't get disrespected by white men. Spanish and Indian men be the ones disrespected.
Yeah, them Arabs and all that. Yo, bro, let me tell you something, son. That's one thing that's embedded in my heart, dog. That should have never happened in front of me. It's not gonna happen, my man. Like, it's not gonna happen. Y'all just gonna have to tell me. If whatever happens after that happens, y'all gonna have to tell my story later. Cause them, I'm going in your mouth, bro. Because these they be feeling some type of way, bro. That whole no, I'm going. Ain't no pause. I'm going in your mouth, man.
Poor.
Out here. No. Teeth, I'm removing, I'm rearranging your whole bite. You're bugging. Like, I don't play
Nigga
that.
said he rearranging the whole bite.
Your whole bite. Like, nah, we're not doing that. Like that right there, I'm down to make those type of statements. Like, we're not doing that.
Yo, bro, you can't talk first. See, he go to the next level.
That's not
I'm
happening.
trying-
No, we're gonna have a no, we're gonna talk first. Wait, 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna go. They're gonna feel, bro. There's never been a conversation that I had with those type of dudes where as soon as you say something, they back down. It's always an ongoing conversation that's gonna happen. And I'm not gonna sit there and talk to you for 5-10 minutes, bro. You know what I'm saying? The next question is, so what do you want to do about the situation? You know what I'm saying? Because that's not gonna happen in front of me. So if you say it again, just like I told homie, oh, you want to hit her? Go ahead and hit her again. I dare you to hit her in front of me. I dare you. You're telling me you're gonna do it. I do it because it's my wife. So go ahead and do it. I'm gonna invite you to go ahead and do it. And then, but depending on what happens after that, then we have a situation. All hell might break loose after that. But I'm down for those statements. But it's not for everybody. So you can't expect everybody to do that.
see, whoever watches this in the future, don't have Cypher's energy when you enter a situation. His energy is a different type of energy. It's like it's not even 2 questions. It's 1.5 statements. He be on some, yo, bro, this is not going down. What you want to do? And the dude could like confuse and be like, what? Wow. Like that's too quick, bro. It's too quick. That was too quick. You gotta let him process what he really
He said, huh?
like, what?
We're gonna have a talk, and depending on how far that talk goes, depending on what's the next level. But for them, I'm making a statement for my people. I'm making a statement for my people. Me and my brother might have, if it's another Black dude, I'm gonna try to have a conversation with you as long as possible, bro. Like, yo, listen, man, you can't be doing that. Like really think about this. But them, I'm making a statement for my people. And I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna talk for a little bit, but I'm kind of hoping we go sideways a little bit. Because I'm gonna let you know, like, we don't do that over here. Y'all can beat y'all women in y'all house, but y'all not gonna disrespect. Y'all not gonna disrespect us. Like, that's not your wife. your mother or your sister or whatever. Like, you're not gonna do that. Do that shit in your room. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
But with the black men when they doing some shit, I am a bit more like not lenient. I try to reason with them. I'm like, yo, why you doing her like that? Like that could be your mom, your sister. You know, you want somebody talking to your mom, your sister like that. Like you wildin'. She look like you, and you being disrespectful. Like chill. And this nigga be like, yo, fuck out of here. Then you know, then
It might be a problem, but like I said, I told you that, brother. But and
Yo, listen.
I'm not apologizing for that
Yo.
way of thinking. I'm just not.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I know this story might be a little weak, but I had a situation, right, where my kid's mother, her mother and her husband was beefing, the nigga headbutt her. And I just sat there and watched. She said, nobody ain't gonna do nothing. And I said, nope, that's your problem. I ain't gonna lie. But me and her ain't get along. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. We ain't get along, but I just saw, I was like, oh shit.
Nah, but seriously though, what are you supposed to do in that situation though? Like,
Yeah, you just I was just watching, like, what the fuck I supposed to do?
Like,
Yes.
I mean, I could wash a nigga up. I'm like, I'm just not doing it. Not for
that's
her.
what I'm saying. Like, what are you supposed to do? And then you do that, you beat them up. Now the whole family turn against you tomorrow. Like, he ain't have to do that. It wasn't none of his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you supposed to do?
That's what they do to you. That's why I'm being real with you. I just sat there and watched, like, on everything I love. I was just standing there looking like, oh shit. You know how you just made that shit was right on. I was like, oh shit. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. That's all I can say, yo. That's crazy.
That shit is a slippery slope, bro. That's a husband.
That nigga Pat sounds disappointed right now.
I am
Like,
disappointed in you, bro. You better than that.
What are you, Bill Pat? Honestly,
nah, I ain't better than that.
You better than that.
Nah, I ain't better than that.
Situation?
Yo, you got to break it up.
Yo, bro.
It was nothing to break up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all right.
Something to bring up. Nah, you gotta say something. I feel like you gotta say something.
Hypothetically, right? You had a family gathering. You had more family crib.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? I don't know if her parents is together, but just say hypothetically her parents is together. Right? You at the crib. And her pops is arguing with the moms and headbutts the moms.
I'm stepping in.
But what if it's
but here's the thing. I'm not stepping in the fight. But I'm getting in the middle of it, and I'm gonna tell her like, "Yo, go sit down." And I'm like, "Yo, what you doing? You know, you wilding. You headbutting your wife in public. Like, what are you doing?" I'm talking to him nice at first. If he get disrespectful to me, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, I'm not her." So
see, now you put yourself in a situation.
Listen.
But then you turn around
and all the smoke. Look,
that
all the smoke.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna put it to you like this: if the whole family's looking at me funny, I don't want to be around them. I'm like, y'all all fucking corny. Y'all all corny. Y'all watch this movie get hurt, and y'all mad with me.
Most family though.
So what? They corny. All of them corny.
All of them nigga said all y'all corny.
All of y'all,
all of y'all corny. The only time I step in, if it's like, let's say, if it's like dealing with the children, like if you have no relations to the children, like those games I didn't play. Like she got her new boyfriend, like the nigga hit her son. That's the only time I stepped in, like, yo, my man, I'll fuck you up out here if you ever touch one of these kids out here. Because if you can touch her child, it means you can touch everybody else's child. I ain't with that shit, but I don't give a fuck what you do to her. But if you touch these children, we on the popping.
Yo. Nah, I'm stepping up, yo. I'm stepping up. I don't give a fuck. I'm stepping up on some cool shit.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
Nigga, I'm not stepping up on something he dicking down. Like that's a dub.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I think the first hit, it might take me off guard, and I might be like, oh, but I can't stand there and continually see him hit her. That's different.
Nah, I didn't see him continue. I just saw a head.
That's what I mean.
I was like,
that's
oh,
different.
Shit.
Then I gotta do something. But the first yeah, you might be like, oh, this nigga,
I might
is
even
wild.
I might go as far as to challenge the family, even if they're not mad with me. I'm like, yo, y'all really gonna just sit here and watch him, like, cause that's y'all father or y'all uncle? Y'all
And
gonna
I
watch
do nothing or say
Nah, this
something.
was a
Yo,
this is
now
a
you got
stepfather.
beef
This
with
was a stepfather.
I
everybody,
don't
bro.
care. I don't
Yo,
care.
this was a
I got beef.
listen.
I got beef with a bunch of punks. I got beef with a bunch of punks. I don't care.
Only thing I like, listen. Only thing I told niggas. The only thing I ain't allowed. I ain't gonna front. Me and my kid's mother. We did not get along. There was a lot of shit. It was a lot of foul shit she was doing towards me. So seeing that head bump was kind of like was a relief. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a relief to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm being honest.
I'm
The only
glad
time
there's
I'm
no
being
women on
honest.
today, yo.
I'm being honest. So I was just like this. That's crazy. That's all I can say. That's crazy. Now, if you could see my face, you sort of smirk. You know how you got the Joker. Yeah, that's
Yo, Sleeves, you wrong, bro. You wrong,
yeah.
man.
You like, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That's all I could do was like, yo, that's crazy. With a smile on my face. Niggas ain't, yo, nobody was mad at me either. Niggas wasn't mad at like, what the fuck I do wrong? I just watch. I'm getting the same entertainment like everybody else. Like, what? Nobody else stepped up. Yo, listen, my nigga, we gotta listen. If nobody hold them accountable, then how would they know when what's wrong or right? If you're not holding them accountable with the choices that they make in their life, we're not holding them accountable. We always gonna run to their rescue. You gotta hold them accountable. Fuck that.
Nah, Sleeps, you gotta hold both sides accountable.
Now you gotta hold them accountable.
You gotta hold both sides accountable though. Not
If y'all both could talk shit and somebody had butt, like okay, it went up a notch. What can I do? Yo,
I'm not saying y'all gotta do anything, but you gotta break it up. You gotta separate the situation.
Now it depends. Yo, listen, if you my people, I'll break it up. But like I told you, I was honest to y'all. I said, yo, I kind of like was in a relief mode when that shit happened. I was like, well, shit. Thank God it ain't me doing it, but shit, just put a smile to my face. Like that shit put a smile to my face. I don't feel horrible. Like to this day, I still don't feel horrible.
One of my mans told me something. He said, yo, listen, man. He said, listen, my sister, he said, I done went all out for my sister so many times with this nigga beating on her. And he said, yo, I would never do that shit again. He said, nigga, I done took trips to the Bronx on the train with the burner in my fucking pocket. Like, he said, nigga, I'm taking penitentiary chances, whooping this nigga ass, coming to the crib, putting guns to the nigga head, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, every time, a couple weeks later, the nigga back at the crib, beating her down. He's like, yo, bro, what am I supposed to do? He said, I'm not doing that no more. He said,
I'm not gonna hold you.
Brooklyn.
If it's my sister, I'm gonna fuck him up and I might slap her up too. If it's my
yo, what type of shit is that, man? Yo, what type of brutal shit he on?
Bro, like you just said hold them both accountable. That's my little sister. If I beat up a dude and then 2 weeks later he in the crib beating you up again, yeah, you need to get slapped down too, man.
How many times are you gonna do that though?
See, Cypher will be seeing the patient side of me, but he don't know.
But that's what I'm
asking. The petty side of me. Like I go to niggas' cribs, I take pictures of niggas' kids. That's the type of shit I do. Cypher don't know that side of me, bro. That's my
question. But how many times are you gonna do that though?
When I do what I do, I'm only gonna need once.
I feel you, man. I don't know, man. The situation is a slippery situation, bro.
My family, I gotta go. I'm gonna go. If I'm gonna step in for strangers for my family, I'm gonna go a little bit.
I'm a knucklehead, so for my family, that's different. I'll be ready to go for non-violent shit. I'll be ready to go see a nigga. So that's different. I already know how I am, but my thing is just like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with them. I'm not gonna continue to do this. Like, you're not gonna continue to have me risk myself getting hurt or going to jail for this dude to keep coming back. It's either
Yeah.
you're gonna leave him or I'm just gonna end up having to take this dude out completely, dog, because we're not gonna continue.
No, I'm not taking nobody out. I'm not taking nobody out unless it's really necessary. But I'm not doing. Niggas gotta learn. Listen, if we gotta learn, if we ain't getting no second chances, we ain't getting like for us being men, like what they say, we gotta learn. Damn, that shit
I don't
bugging.
know, bro. We gotta do something, bro. I don't know how long you can really.
Nigga hit my sister or my family member more than once. He gonna wake up in a fucking basement somewhere tied up.
Yo, Pat, this shit recording, bro.
Listen, whatever.
Nah, I feel you. I
Don't,
feel you on that.
don't
I
pull up
feel
on
you.
my family members.
Yeah, family. Yeah, that's
You
different.
gonna
I feel
wake
you,
up.
man. But my last take on the subject, by all means, brothers, step up for your sisters if you can. If you
Oh, no.
can handle yourself, do it. But if it's not you, it's not you, bro. And don't feel no way about it.
Yeah.
Everybody's not a fighter, bro. Everybody wasn't built into this world to be. I didn't grow up a fighter. I had to turn myself into that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody not a fighter, bro. Everybody not built for that situation.
Nigga,
bro.
I was brought up. I was getting washed up as a kid, nigga.
Yeah, everybody not a fighter, though. You know what I'm
They
saying?
got 4 older brothers. I was getting washed up every day.
Yo,
Yeah, I was the only kid for a long time.
I was weird. I had a mean right hand, but every time niggas go to jump me, I freeze up. Like it's just I'll fight anybody one-on-one. When it's time to get jumped, I just freeze up. And then one day I was like, yo, these niggas is jumping me. This shit don't hurt. I said, yeah. I'm getting jumped, like just taking the jump. And then one day I was like, yo, this don't hurt. Like I'm about to go in.
Yeah, that's how I was, bro. I was always trying to be cool with niggas. So I just had to realize, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Pat. I ain't never got jumped, man. My mom's always said, man, make the fight even.
Nah, I stay getting jumped because like I said, I had a nice little little hook. It wasn't a
nigga, you probably was 6'4" at 14, nigga. That's why.
Too thick.
Yo, I remember this shit. Yo, this dude just out of nowhere was just like following me, some Jamaican dude talking mad Jamaican slang. I'm like, I don't even know this dude. And then I cracked him. Like, yo, niggas in the corner store was calling me Mike Tyson and all that. I'm playing video games on Flatbush, and I'm walking out, and there's some niggas behind me, like on some chill shit. I'm walking out, and the nigga I cracked is walking in, and he knew the niggas that was behind me didn't even know that. And all I heard was, "Yo, that's the one that beat me." I was like, "Oh shit!" I was trying to speed walk home. Yo, I got to my building and my elevator went like this. And when it got this shit, niggas open the door. I'm like, oh. Those niggas washed me up, bro. But nah, man, like Cypher said, do what you can. Don't listen to sleeps.
Yo,
analyze the situation.
Well, he said, yo, that's crazy.
No, you talk about what? You talk about one situation where I was just like, yo, that's crazy.
Bro, you said earlier in the conversation,
Yeah,
you
that's
like, yo,
crazy.
I'm tired of that. I'm tired of stepping up. So
Yeah, I am.
Don't
On some real shit. I'm already like, I'm a nigga that always jump in and shit, but I'm tired of doing that shit.
Analyze the situation.
I'm tired of doing that shit. I ain't get it never went left on me, but it's like when you find out more detail, the shit be deeper. Like I jumped in on a situation, the bitch spit on the nigga, all types of shit. I'm like, well, damn, where the fucking spit at, my nigga?
See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, yo,
like you don't even know what she did sometimes.
And that's why I'm saying I'm giving the advice to analyze the situation.
You can't analyze that situation. You kind of like already see it.
Yes, you can.
Just walk up to it.
Listen, when shit is going down and I'm observing it, I don't just jump in. I don't just jump up and say something. I look for about 30 seconds to a minute. I be just really analyzing the whole situation. I might even ask somebody next to me, like, yo, what happened? and they might tell me. I do security, so I always overanalyze the situation for a couple seconds to see if what I'm about to do is worth my time. Because, like y'all said, you could be in the midst of something that the woman started, and I'm not
You know,
advocating
30
for that.
seconds is enough to get like 3 punches in.
It is, but there's also enough time when it's still verbal to figure out what they're talking about, where the conversation's going, kind of where it stems from. It's enough time for that too. I'm not talking about if punches is thrown. If punches is thrown, you just got to break shit up. But if they're verbally yelling at each other, or he or the guy is being overly aggressive, usually a white male or a Spanish male is being overly aggressive to a black woman in
Oh, that's
public.
different. That's different. But
That's
we
what I'm-
barely see that though. Let's be real. How many times we barely see that?
Yeah, I haven't really ran into many of those
Well,
situations
that's
myself, bro.
because for the last few years y'all been driving. Y'all been Sleep, you've been driving your whole life.
Yeah,
Cypher,
yeah,
you've been driving
nigga,
for the last 5-6 years. I don't run into them situations like that either, but I used to, and I take public transportation. I used to run into those every once in a while. And all I'm saying is, in those situations, the reason why these people from other ethnicities do it to our women, because they won't do it to a white woman. They won't do it to a fan. They'll do it to our women because they feel like we are not going to say anything. They're actually they're picking on people because they're soft themselves. So they're picking on our women and saying stuff to our women. Like, y'all don't be watching them videos when them white dudes be going off and saying all type of shit. Like, yo, bro, you on Utica Avenue on the A line talking crazy to a black woman. You shouldn't even make it off the train. Like,
Them things don't listen, man. God don't put me in them situations for a reason. I think it be him. It don't necessarily be me, dog. I think it be God. God be like, nope. We're not gonna put you on that train today because we already know you're a knucklehead. Like, we're not, because those type of situations, man, I don't even know how I might. I don't know, bro. I'm a little bit too black power militant to really sit there and watch something like that go down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
facts.
Like, wow. Like, wow. Wild out. Wow. Like, why did you even have to go that far? You know what I'm saying? Just to make a statement. It's crazy, bro. It's sad that we live in these type of times, though, where we even got to have these type of conversations, though. That's the bad thing about it.
Should be automatic.
Yes, yeah. Well, it is what it is, man. What's the next topic, Pat?